Any new developments in the last few days?
Just go down the path to the city. If you run into a fellow with a black robe, then you'll know what's new.
Have the black robes come to see you yet?
Yeah, they've been here for a few days. If you ask me, they come straight from hell.
How are your sheep?
As if that would interest you at all. You have other problems.
My problems? What would you know about that?
You filthy mercenaries only think of one thing. How do I get other people's money into my pocket?
What's your problem?
I blame that moonshine rotgut. Vino palmed off on me a few weeks ago. I can hardly remember anything at all, man. I only know that my walking stick has been missing since then.
And that's what you're raising such a ruckus for?
That's easy for you to say. It doesn't belong to you.
So
well
much for
done.
you,
One
filthy
dirty
beast.
beast less.
Wait a minute.
And how's it going for you?
Those black-hooded bastards are everywhere. Someone ought to stuff their hoods down their throats.
Hey! How's your farm?
I can't stand it anymore. All of a sudden, these fellows in black hoods showed up and posted themselves on the road and on my farm. I'm falling apart here.
Have you talked to the men in black?
Sure. There was no way to prevent it. I think they're looking for someone.
Why don't you do anything about those black robes?
Well, I'd surely love to, but I saw how they burned one of the townspeople alive. Just like that. Why should I risk my life?
Hey! I think this walking stick belongs to you.
That's terrific.
Just a moment. First, you pay for it.
But I don't have much.
Then think of something else.
Okay, how about this? Yesterday I saw some bandits run past with a few bags of gold. If I tell you where they keep their booty, can I have my walking stick back?
All right.
Okay. You just go west to that piece of woods over there. You'll find a ravine there. You should find something in the cave there.
There he is. There he is.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces!
You're in for it now.
to pieces.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
I've got my own. Show me your wares.
Is it really true?
Good thing you're here. You need to help me.
What are you doing here?
I've been observing the guards. They're constantly on their toes. I don't think it will be easy for me to get through
He
there.
insisted he knew better.
What kind of clothes are these?
I bought them from a trader outside of town. The guards wouldn't let me in at first. Also, there's no need to let the whole world know where I come from.
You've got a point there.
That's the way I see it. But even though I've dumped my shadow garb, I'm still who I always was. And I have big plans for this city.
What is this about?
A lot of things have changed since I left here. I have to get back on my feet somehow.
What's the problem?
I have to get into the upper quarter. But I'm not a citizen of the town, and I don't have enough money to bribe the guards. That's where you come in.
So you want me to lend you some gold?
Nonsense. I've
knew
got
that.
some gold. A whole lot of gold, even. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me. You need to go fetch my gold for me.
Nobody ever asked for money.
my opinion.
Okay, I'll help you.
Well, listen. Back when the barrier was still in place, I hid a small treasure. It's been quite a while. That's why I forgot to take it with me. And I can't leave here at all at the moment. To cut a long story short, you must go to the Valley of Mines for me and fetch my gold.
Where did you pick that up?
Where's the gold hidden?
Directly at the trading
knew
square,
that.
above the abandoned mine. It's in a leather satchel.
That's the first
Spare yourself that comment. I know myself that we must have walked right past it. Just bring me the bag. But don't forget to check that it's the right one, so you don't walk all that way for nothing.
How can I recognize it?
It's full of gold. A whole lot of gold.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I'll try to find your gold.
Just do it. That's enough for me.
I found your gold.
Never would have thought of
Great.
that himself.
Show me. Very good. Gerbrant had better watch out now. Listen, I still need to take care of the guards. I want you to take this letter to Gerbrant.
that up then.
He is one of the fat merchants in the upper quarter.
That's been
Give
known
him
a
my
long time.
regards. I'll meet you in front of Gerbrant's house
The
then.
first I've heard of it.
I'd have gone about it differently.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
It's really not my problem.
Diego says hello,
What? Who? What Diego?
and he wants me to give you this letter.
That can't be. No. I'm a goner. Is he in town then?
Who?
Diego, of course.
Yes, I'm gonna meet him here shortly.
Oh, this is the end then. All is lost. I've got no time. I need to get out of here. Quick! If he finds me here, I'm done for.
Can't rely on him. He listened to the wrong people.
You don't have to tell me that.
And the sea released the land, and there arose first I've heard of it. all creatures. Trees.
Hey, you! I've got some special snapper claws for you.
My customer will be happy to hear that. Here's the ring I promised you.
Show me your wares.
I knew that would be a problem.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Show me your wares.
I already thought as much.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
He really didn't deserve that.
You just have to listen.
Justice will prevail in the end.
You should really have known better.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I bring you news from Garand. Here, he gave me this message for you.
Our situation is worse than I had feared, but report to me on the situation in the Valley of Mines.
The Paladins are holed up in the castle in the Valley of Mines, surrounded by orcs. There were many casualties in the prospecting operations, and there's barely any ore left. Well, I should say that without any help, the lads are lost. That's how it looks.
I shall find a way to rescue this expedition. You have done much for us. Inos will thank you.
I'm not all that interested in his gratitude. I want his eye.
Yes, of course, I stand by my word. Take this letter. It will open the monastery gates to you. Speak with Pyrokar, the highest fire magician, and show him this authorization. He will grant you access to the Eye of Inos. One more thing before you go. Take this rune as a token of my gratitude. It will take you safely back to the city whenever you want.
How's the situation?
I must find a way to rescue this expedition. We must do something against the dragons. Perhaps the Eye of Enos can save us all now.
No idea. You tell me.
It's really not my problem.
You don't have to tell me that.
Is it really?
I delivered the letter.
Very good. How did Gerbrand take it?
He was rather shocked and made himself scarce right away.
I should think so. I'm afraid that, first of all, I need to attend to furnishing my new house. If I remember correctly, Gerbrand's taste is horrible.
I've got no time for things like that.
So how did you pull this off?
Did you think that Gerbrand came by his fortune through honest business? Of course, he never got his fingers dirty when it came to really shady deals. He had a helper for that. Of course, I caught on to a lot back then. Gerbrand finally got rid of me. He was probably afraid that I knew too much.
You never told me about that.
You never asked me.
What about my share?
Looks like you haven't forgotten everything I've taught you after all. But you're right. I couldn't have done it without you. Here's your share.
What about Gerbrand?
He has enjoyed the good life for far too long. He was living here in the lap of luxury while I was forcing down meat bug stew. I have no idea where he went from here, but he'll never get a foothold in Corinthus again. I'll see to that. If you're looking for him, you should try the Harbor District.
Someone's gotta pay for that.
The things I could tell you.
Justice will prevail in the end.
Can you teach me?
Yeah, sure.
Teach me.
I can teach you.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
Been there, done that.
We can only wait and see.
Will it ever change?
Where have you been gadding about for so long? I need more skins. Did you bring any?
How are things in town?
There's nothing new so far.
I've got a few.
A sheepskin,
I wouldn't
wolfskin, a wolf. Ah, what the heck?
I ripped.
That? Good work.
Show me.
I've heard a thing or two.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Hey, you.
Go on like this forever.
Has anything exciting happened?
The entire city is abuzz with it. Do you remember Lothar, the paladin?
Maybe.
Anyway,
really
he's
true?
dead. Murdered out in the street.
Everybody knows by now.
They're blaming the mercenaries, of course.
Nobody ever asked for my
Is it
opinion.
really true?
That's not what my husband thinks.
Show me your wares.
Since the mercenaries did in the Paladin Lothar, the Paladin's inspections have gotten a lot tougher. I hope that will ease up once they've hanged the murderer.
That's not what I heard.
I knew that would be a problem.
I never knew that.
Go away. Don't tell me that.
Can you?
If I... So why won't they listen to me?
These are bad times.
I'd have gone about it differently.
That's not what I heard. He simply talks too much.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
It can't go on.
Hey, you. Teach me.
Nothing surprises me.
There's nothing else I can...
Who said that?
Do you really believe that?
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
That's all just gossip.
These are bad times.
You have to feel sorry.
Really, how interesting.
What do you think? Do you want to go up against me again? I think I've gotten better in the meantime.
I want to fight against you.
Do you have 50 gold pieces?
Here you are.
We have a new challenger. The bets are placed. Are you ready?
Come here.
Then let's see what you can do.
Hit him! Now! Attaboy!
Show me your wares.
So great was the wrath of Beliar when he came across the land and chose a beast. And Beliar spoke to it. The beast became his subject. And Beliar gave unto it a portion of his divine power, so that it might destroy the land.
Hey, you! I was at your hut
Enos
in the Valley of
beheld what
Mines.
Beliar had
So
done,
it's still standing.
and he
Did you
also
find it?
bestrode
If you
the
mean your
land
pouch
and
with the lumps of
chose
ore.
the
Yes,
human.
I have it.
And Enos
You're a
spoke
fox.
to him.
You know that.
And the
Do you have it
human
with you?
became his
I'll give you
subject.
100 gold coins
And
for
Enos
it.
gave unto him a portion of his divine power,
No,
so that he
but I have a lump of
might
ore here.
undo the
Also
work
good.
of Beliar.
Why did you leave it there in the first place?
And
I
Beliar
had no
spoke
idea
to
that
another
ore was so
creature.
valuable here
But
in
Adanos
Corinus.
brought forth
For
the
one
tide,
measly
and
piece
the
of
creature
ore,
was washed
you
from the
couldn't get
face
so
of
much
the
as a
earth.
place to sleep back in the penal colony. In the harbor city, they'll practically bash your skull
But
in
with it,
if they
the
find out you
trees
have
and
ore on you.
animals were also washed
I hope that I'll get
away,
it back soon.
And a deep sadness
Give me
overcame
100 gold
Adanos.
coins, and I'll give you your ore back.
Deal. Here you go. You're a real friend.
And thus
Thanks a lot.
spake Adanos to his brothers, "Never again
I want to
shall
learn-
you walk
Sure.
upon my land, for it is sacred, and so shall it be."
Can you heal me?
But the human and the beast.
There you are again. Harrod has finally finished that damn assignment for the Paladins. That means that I can now offer you some new weapons. Are you interested?
Show me your wares. Show me your... Show me your... Hey. All quiet?
You're still alive. I'm impressed.
yes.
Nothing there. Nothing to plunder. The militia are gone, and Balthazar can use your land again.
Why?
Because I said so.
All right. Whatever you say. Let him find a place for his beast somewhere behind the field.
Has Pardos come back?
Yes. He's inside, resting. Thanks for everything, you.
Never mind.
Wait, I'd love to give you a reward, but I haven't got...
Forget it. How's the situation?
Malik has disappeared and taken everything and everybody who would work for me with him. He said he was headed for the mountains. He couldn't stand it here anymore. The hordes of monsters pouring out of the pass every day into the high pastures are really getting to me, if at least I had a few helpers or mercenaries. There was even one who was willing to work for me. Changed his mind, though. I think his name was Wolf.
It'll be all right.
Without Malik, nothing gets done around here anymore. If something doesn't happen soon, I'll have to give up my farm. Hopefully he'll come back soon.
Hey, you! How's it going with you?
Hey, if it isn't my rescuer. Thanks again. Now I can just relax all day.
All right, I'll be moving on then.
Bury you, yes.